Good morning. It has been so super hot, and I have been spending most of the morning watering the garden, which has really made me mindful of a lot of systems that I need to get in place with my garden. But things are looking lovely, and it's early, so come walk with me because things are in harvest. Yeah. Okay.
I'm loving on that hibiscus. 5 blooms. We've been pulling off the petals to be able to make some tea. One of the changes that have happened over the past week is this fence our neighbors put up. We knew it was going to happen. It was just waiting for after the COVID. They allowed us to attach to it, and it gave us this little alley so we can be able to walk behind our beds, which is kind of exciting. So we've been taking out some of the fences. So a few cool changes. Here you see where our sweet peas have been pulled out. Pots are empty. New things are happening. Okay, here comes the lettuce beds. They are holding up remarkable. They do get some shade from the apple trees, so we're able to get a little bit of a longer season. And finally, now that the heat has been really coming in, the peppers are finally making it happen. Look at that, sweet banana peppers are coming in. Eggplants is still growing strong. We've been harvesting that for a little bit. And then we have a little bit of the Nordella pepper. That's the first one, so yay! My golden zucchinis, I planted a lot of squash, and when you plant a lot of squash, you're gonna always end up getting squash bugs and vine borers. So you kind of gotta go through spray. I use like a little dishwash soap water solution, and then I go through and pick off the bugs and throw them in the bucket of death. Also, any of the leaves that have eggs on them.
What you barking at? What you barking at, Kit Kat?
I have my planters for my watermelon, do plants in here, and some random tomato. Look at that, they're growing good. We even got a tiny little, wee little watermelon. This is the buttercup squash, and it is growing crazy. Oh, look at it. Okay, I may have become a bit addicted to vertical gardening and arches, but they look so pretty with everything green, growing, and the sun coming in. It just feels like magical spaces. Isn't that right, poppers? Inspecting it for me. Gaze upon this beautiful plant. This is a sweet potato plant. This is the first time I made my own slips. We had some organic sweet potatoes that I guess I forgot to throw out. Just put them in water, and they started to root, and eventually they started to bloom, so I put them in the dirt. You just kind of keep them watered. Sweet potatoes aren't really a potato, they're more of a tuber. And these beautiful plants started to grow, and hopefully we'll get a sweet potato harvest, but we still get a show of some beautiful plants. White scallop squash finally starting to grow, get some flowers. Hopefully we'll see some fruit, get some recipes together for her. So this bed's where I have my hot peppers and pineapple sage and some of my fun cucumbers like the lemon and a sour gherkin. And look, they're trellising up, and I even got a tiny little sour gherkin promise. Yay. Lots of flowers on our melon plants.
purple opal basil, these tall sunflowers, and my favorite tomato name, Black Prince. Let's dig into this Black Prince tomato. Finally growing fruit, soon to blush. The tomatoes with the sun just coming in just make them look glorious. They know they're having their moment. There's a lot of greenage, and right now the tomatoes are taking over along with the cucumbers. So I'm having to come in every other day and just kind of get the staking together, which I didn't have a really good staking plan, so the tomatoes are winning. Some sun golds are coming in. Back here, you can see my first grape atomic. And I don't mind at all putting my head in there because that's where all the good the basil smells are. And here's a back view of the tomato bed. Nice and green. You can see I put hay down. Hay I'm trying for the first time this year. I think it holds the moisture in better, keeps the soil cooler, and it's inexpensive and it's light and I can move it around really quick. Also this year we registered our garden as an environmental garden, and I chose the name Garden Song. And thank you to the lovely sister of mine, Crystal. She sent this plaque. I just want to thank you all for taking a walk with me in the garden, and see you real soon.